Chetan Narula here reporting for Cricket Country from the Sydney Cricket Ground, which is the venue for perhaps India making history in a test series on Australian soil, on the cusp of a historic series win with a 2-1 lead taking into this test match for the first time. India ahead in a test series going into the last test on Australian soil. You cannot stress this enough. A golden moment, a golden opportunity for Virat Kohli and his Indian team to write their names in the history books. For the first time in Australia, India have won 2 test matches. The last time was 1977-78 tour. So you just know how tough it is to win on Australian soil. We've had test series wins in England. We haven't had one in South Africa. That is another fun frontier to be crossed. But what a step up this will be if this Indian team can do it. So how will they do it? Well, there's talk about spin being a crucial factor, as it has always been in any Sydney test match. And both Tim Paine and Virat Kohli were talking about this aspect. And it will impact the playing 11s for both sides. Both sides had named their playing 11s in the previous test match. Australia have named their playing 11 for all test matches in the series. But for this test match, the balls are still very much up in the air. Australia haven't named their playing 11. Aaron Finch might be dropped. Usman Khawaja might open. Peter Handscomb might come back in from Mitchell Marsh. And Marnus Labuschagne might make his test debut. He's a leg spin all-rounder, so that will be the 5th bowling option, especially if you drop Finch at the top of the order. Creates a slot in the middle order. Tim Paine said he might promote himself in the batting order as well. But all of it will be dependent on what India do. So here's what India have done. First of all, Rohit Sharma is not available because he's flown home for the birth of his child. Ishant Sharma is not available because of a left rib cage discomfort. So the team management is not, they're not risking him in this test match. So it's Mohammad Shami, Jasprit Bumrah and Umesh Yadav, the 3 pacers. And then there are 3 spinners. We have Ravindra Jadeja, we have Kuldeep Yadav, and we have R. Ashwin. Ashwin was ruled out of this test match this morning before Virat Kohli sat down for his press conference. Then suddenly, 2 hours later, he was included in the 13-man shortlist. So there's something going on there. We don't know what. He's batted in the nets a lot in Melbourne. He's bowled here a bit, as what Tim Paine said. He came perhaps for optional nets yesterday on New Year's Day. And he's getting there. He's not 100% there, but he's getting there. So this has been a final call by India before toss on Thursday. How will it impact the team though? 2 spinners, 2 pacers, because there is no Hardik Pandya in the team squad or in the shortlist, in the 13-man shortlist. KL Rahul is back in the shortlist though, and he might get to open with Vihari coming down at number 6. And Virat Kohli was singing praises for Vihari's off spin. So like I said, a lot of balls up in the air, a lot of team combinations possible. We could have Jadeja, Vihari and Ashwin, and we could have only Jadeja and Vihari and 3 pacers, or we could have Jadeja, Kuldeep Yadav and Vihari. So 2.5 spinners, 3 spinners, 3 pacers, 1 spinner and another half a spinner. So that could be 3 different possibilities for India going into the test match. Virat Kohli as unpredictable as ever with his team selection. What can be predicted though, that India will walk away with the Border Gavaskar trophy after this test match. But will it be for a drawn series, or will India write history here?